Welcome back to Entertainment Buzz. I'm your host, Jenny Rosario, and our guest star today is Elias Kemuel of Family Camp. He's an 11-year-old child actor that lives in Central Florida. Welcome, Elias.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We are excited to hear about your role in Family Camp. So, how does it feel to be on a beautiful poster like this?
Well, it's amazing. It's been my dream ever since I started acting.
I can only imagine. So you're 11 now. When did you start acting?
Well, actually, I started acting when I was 5 years old. The first ever, I started in theater plays.
In theater plays, okay.
Yep. I started in theater plays. And the first theater play I ever did, I actually did it in front of 9,000 people. It was a church play.
9,000 people? That's a big church.
Yep. Well, after that, the pastor said that I was really good at it. So she casted me for another church play, the Christmas play.
Excellent.
And actually, I had to memorize the entire nativity story that you can find in Luke.
At 5 years old?
Yep.
Wow.
After that, I started taking acting classes. And after that, I actually booked some commercials and actually even a short film for one of the biggest orphanages in Central Florida. And it was great.
It was great.
Yeah. They do mostly foster care and things like that, and I really admire what they do.
Can you believe he's 11 years old? You're a fascinating 11-year-old. You've done quite a bit since you were 5 years old, haven't you?
Thank you, yeah.
So we can see you on films, in commercials. So tell us more about Family Camp. What was your role in this film?
Well, Family Camp is pretty much about two polar opposite families. And, they're stuck in the same cabin at church camp.
Oh.
And, everything that could go wrong goes wrong. It's full of laughs and adventures. And at the end, of course, there's morals like the meaning of family and the worth of family and being honest.
Wow, I like the way this sounds. It sounds funny and meaningful at the same time.
Yeah, so my character was Ed Jr. I'm right here. This is Ed Sr.
So this is your dad, Ed
Yep.
Sr. in the movie. Okay, he looks pretty funny.
He is really funny. He's one of the skit guys who actually does skits.
Really?
Yep, only Christian skits. Ed Jr., I can't divulge too much, but what I can say is that he's creative and just hilarious.
I think it looks really funny, and I can see just from the picture how they look like polar opposite families. So
Yep.
They did a great job with this poster.
Yeah.
So how long did it take to film your part in the movie?
Well, for about the entire movie to film, it was about 1 month.
About a month. Were you
yes.
there a month, like a whole month straight?
Mostly.
Wow.
But for pre-production, the skit guys and their production team have actually been working on it for quite a while now. And I think that is worth it. Totally worth it.
Okay, we can't wait to see it. When is it coming out? I know it's on the poster, but I'm not sure if everyone can see it, so let us know.
It's coming out on May 13th.
May 13th, that's right around the corner.
On theaters nationwide.
Nationwide. Okay, I'm going to be out there cheering you on. So tell us where this was filmed. You live in Central Florida, but it wasn't filmed in Central Florida, right?
No, it was not. It was actually filmed in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. In an actual real camp, an actual functioning camp.
Do you have a scene in the film that was your favorite?
Well, that's a great question. So, I love them all. But if I had to choose one, I would say, there's this one scene where me and my stage sister are in a tree, sitting in a tree, eating ice cream. And
wait a minute, is there a tree house in the tree? Or you're just in the tree?
Just sitting on a tree branch.
Okay.
And it's a really funny scene. But also then there's a fact that actually not many people know this, but because of continuity, which means that things have to look the same in every shot.
Sure.
The ice cream always had to be at the same level.
Oh.
So We had to eat ice cream again and again and again, and every single shot we had to
sounds like a fun
eat a new
scene.
ice cream. So after that, wow, we ate ice cream until we were stuffed.
Did you leave dinner, like room for dinner? No, that was your
I
breakfast,
wish.
lunch, and dinner? That sounds like a fun scene. I can't wait to see it because now when I see it, I'm going to imagine you eating all this ice cream.
Yep.
So I'm also an actress, and I know that working on film sets can sometimes be challenging, and especially for a kid. Do you think that's true?
Well, I know that, well, movie sets can be a little bit stressful, but in family camp, it's a complete different story.
Yes.
The skit guys and the production team, well, everybody there did their best to make it as much as a fun atmosphere, fun family atmosphere as there could be.
Right. And it was a Christian film set, right?
Yep.
So that probably took some of the stress out of the whole process. And then being on a real camp, you can't go wrong. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Also, another great thing is that there were actually a lot of kids on the set.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, the producers, Trey and Darren, they brought their kids and families there.
How nice.
And although I know that there's a lot of directors who might say, "Wow, what a mess," but it actually changed the entire production. It just made everybody more happy to have kids laughing, having fun. Yeah, there were also like the nights afterward, everybody that wasn't too sleepy, of course, would go, because everybody was in the same hotel. So everybody would go down to the pool and have a party.
So you had a pool party every night?
Well, almost every night.
Wow, this was a fun set.
Yes. So stressful? No, thank you.
No stress here in family camp. Elias, you seem like an amazing role model, and you've done so much in your career. I know there are lots of kids out there who are also aspiring to be actors. What would you say to them?
Well, I have two things. One would be to be brave. I know that there's a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, be brave, be brave." But being brave, being actually brave, is much more different than you see in some superhero TV show. Kids get misled and they think that, oh, being brave is just, okay, I'm gonna be brave now.
We think they have to
And
fly.
annihilating the bad. But in reality, brave isn't just losing fear, because that's mainly what kids are taught these days. Bravery is doing things in spite of your fears. It's knowing that your fears are there, but using them to fuel you. Also, the one thing that can let you actually do things in spite of your fears, pass by the fears, I think is God. God is your best friend.
Absolutely.
And with God by your side, you can do anything. You can be brave.
That's right. Anything is possible with God. I love that answer.
The other answer that I had in mind when you asked that question is to take responsibility, to be, what's the word? To try again and again, to be persistent.
Persistent,
Yes, that's the name. That's the word. To be persistent, because there's kids these days who just try once and then lose it.
Just give up, right?
Yeah, just giving up. Because lately with social media and everything, it's so easy to give up. Because you're like, oh, tomorrow will come. I'm just gonna sit on the sofa again and watch more TV because I'm perfectly fine. But that's not true. If you try again enough times, you're going to succeed. That is the advice that not just kids who want to be like me and actors, but any kids, every kid needs advice. I think
that is very good advice. Thank you for that. I'm so proud of you, and I know your parents have to be really proud of you as well. You've done amazing. Congratulations on all of your success. We can't wait to see the film. And would you like to invite our friends out there that are watching us to purchase tickets to see your film?
Totally. It's going to be amazing. You guys are going to enjoy it so so much.
Who doesn't want to watch this kid in the movie? I can't wait to see it. Elias, thank you so much for joining us today. You're such an inspiration. We can't wait to watch Family Camp. Stay tuned. May 13th, it will be out in the theaters. Thank you for joining us here on the show. I'm your host, Jenny Rosario.
Bye!
Hey, thanks for watching Florida National News. Did you like this video? Then be sure to hit that like button. Like Florida National News on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel with that little bell icon so that you never miss a single news update, live stream, or interview.